Pathmonk is the AI for website conversions. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in the buying journey separates you from the competition online. Pathmonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50% by adding Pathmonk to your website in seconds, and in the AI do all the work and increase conversions while you keep doing marketing as usual. Check us out on pathmonk.com. Hey everybody, welcome back to today's episode of Pathmonk Presents. Today we are joined by Martin. He's the head of marketing at Ticket to the Moon. Martin, welcome to the show.
Hey Rick, so happy to be here and thanks a lot for having me.
Happy to have you, Martin, and I'm just excited to dive in. So maybe let's start with the basics. All right.
All right.
What's the big idea behind Ticket to the Moon? Which, spoiler alert, is not a space travel company. And if you were explaining it to a friend over coffee, how would you describe what you do?
So, a few weeks ago, I did this post on LinkedIn, and it was all about our slogan we used a lot in the past, and it's called Made in Utopia. And when I started at a company, I really couldn't figure it out. What is it all about, Made in Utopia? And a lot of clients in the past, a lot of customers also had the same difficulties, experiences, like what does it mean even Made in Utopia? So I have to get a little bit back to the story how Ticket to the Moon was invented, and it happened almost 30 years ago. So there was this guy, our founder, Charlie, and he loved to travel, and he was traveling a lot, through India, and he loved to travel, and he loved music festivals, and he was always short on money. So what did he do? He bring his own hammock, and it was like a big bulky hammock. It was made out of cotton, so it was very hard to carry and very hard to clean. And eventually he came to Bali, and he discovered the parachute material, like parachute nylon. And it's, it's super light, but also extremely difficult to tear apart. And he thought, that's the perfect fabric to build a hammock. And that's what he did. So he built the hammock out of this fabric, and he went to another festival, to a music festival, and people said, "Hey, this hammock is really great. Can you build one for me as well?" And he started to begin to think about the company, and that it might be a possibility for him to finance his lifestyle, to travel and to attend music festivals. And in this exact moment, he had this dream. He built the company in his head, and he was thinking about, if I'm going to do it, I want to have a company which is producing products which are really helpful for people, which they love, which last for a long time. I want to have products with a long guarantee. I want to pay the workers who built these products, on a real good basis, and I want to share profit with them if we are doing a big success. He wanted also take a look, also be aware of the environment, and do it in a good way in regards to nature and stuff. So this is all like his dream. This is like the company was founded in Utopia. So it's that was his idea then, like Made in Utopia. And 30 years later, it's still the way it works. And this is what Ticket to the Moon is all about. So we are producing hammocks and outdoor gear. And we produce this with, we produce products with a soul, so to say.
Look, I gotta tell you, I'm a sucker for founder stories there because there's always something there, and it typically when a great product is born is out of necessity, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
you find a problem, you find a niche, so to speak, because you're experiencing that issue and you think about a solution, you come up with it, and there you go. Like 30 years later, now you got Made in Utopia. It's amazing. So thanks for sharing that. It's really
Of
interesting. Now,
course.
I want to understand a little bit about your customers, right? So,
Mm.
what type of customer do you think is the best fit for your product, aside from, maybe music festival goers? And if you take it from that, like it's an outdoor gear company in
Mm.
many ways. So, what do you think is the key problem you solve for them?
When I started at Ticket to the Moon at the beginning of this year as head of marketing, I had like this specific customer, this typical customer in my head. And I was thinking, like you mentioned, younger people, kind of hippie like, going to festivals. Yeah, people like this. But when I got to know our customers, it's really the whole range. We have young people who just love to be outdoors, but we also have like past days ago I met a couple who was looking for a big hammock they want to hang in the back of the garden, and they were like 60 plus. So it's the whole range, and I think we help people to connect with nature. So we give them the opportunity to stay in places they actually wouldn't have stayed there because of the hammock, because of our products. And that's what a lot of people are looking for. So we are working together, for example, with a lot of bushcraft guys.
Mm.
They have like a normal job during the week, and on the weekend they just love to go into the forest and spend time there, and sleep in our hammocks. And as you know, the hammock have uh, they are doing very very well for your body. You get instantly relaxed when you're in a hammock. It improves the way you sleep. And when you're in the forest, it's very good for your immune system as well. So it has a lot of advantages, and I think that's what people are looking for. And and we provide the products for them.
That's amazing. Yeah, I love that. That you said I had this specific idea in mind of the best fit, the right type of customer, and then it turned out to be everyone, really everyone that loves the outdoors, spending time in nature. So when a product is good, it goes to show that it's not for one specific set of people, but
Exactly.
it's for
Yeah.
everyone that loves
I
good products,
I
right?
got proven wrong on the probably second day. So,
There
but
you go.
it's good to connect with the customers and to realize, okay, we have so many different types of customers and
Yeah.
different needs in the end.
Yeah. Uh, Martin, when it comes to your marketing channels, how much of a role does your website play in pulling in new customers? And is there anything that you think that it really works about it, or anything maybe you got your eye on improving?
Our website plays an important role, I would say, because a big part of it is our web shop. And there are all the products, the new products. That's where we attract customers, and of course new customers as well. And regarding the positive things, I would say we can communicate a lot through emotions, because we work with a lot of content creators, and they offer to produce content for us, and it's authentic content. It's we get really great stuff from all over the world. It's again, very different people from young 18 to 20 years old who travel the first time up to people who are 50 plus and just spending the weekend in the forest. It's very different, but authentic content. And I think we can use these emotions very well to welcome anyone who comes to our website or the web shop. I think that's a big advantage.
Okay.
Regarding what doesn't work so well right now, I would say it can be a bit confusing because we have our own production in Bali, and over 250 people are working there. And we have such a huge variety of products, such a huge variety of colors. So the first time when you come to the web shop and you don't know Ticket to the Moon or you don't know the products, it might be a bit overwhelming for you. So we try to guide everyone a little bit better on our web shop.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it could be, for the first timer that they're looking for a hammock, then now they might need some guidance, as you say. So definitely an opportunity there, right?
Right.
Which is good to have. Okay, let's switch gears for a second, Martin, and maybe talk about you as a leader and your work at Ticket to the Moon. What does a typical workday look like for you, and what are the main things you focus on a day to day to, as a head of marketing?
It's kind of a hard question because I really don't have things on a day-to-day basis I do regular. Of course, I have some meetings which are fixed every week. We have meetings with the team and with the management and stuff like this. But other than that, I would say when I started the Ticket to the Moon, I did like a digital marketing audit, and I looked into all those different topics which are relevant for us. So the paid media topics, the search engine optimizations, also the social media, different channels, YouTube, Instagram, you name it. And then I tried to discover, so where are we right now and where do we want to head to like have a roadmap. And then I took this whole thing and mapped it to the customer funnel, because in the end we want to sell products. And with a customer funnel like AIDA, awareness, interest, desire, action, it works the best. And this is like the guiding framework I have. And whenever something comes up, like newsletter, or whenever we need to do something like on the web shop, new products, I always take a look at this framework and I decide where are we now and where do we want to head. And I would say this works kind of best for me and the rest of the team, hopefully.
Yeah, it's more dynamic. It sounds like you're going, I don't want to say you're going with the flow as such, but it's more like, you check, you check the polls and then decide where to go.
Yeah, but I would say going with the flow is like the best description for it. And everyone knows it. When you're in the flow, you're doing things naturally, and you can do it much faster and much more efficient. And that's what I've noticed works for me the best way.
Okay, makes a lot of sense. And it's very on brand, I would say. With nature and all of that, going with the flow. It sounds like might be a slogan.
Yeah.
I'm not taking credit or anything, but I'm just saying.
We will get back to you, Rick.
All right. Speaking of staying in flow, right? I would love to, as we're into the back half of our episode here, maybe we go into a rapid fire segment of the episode, which is essentially, lighthearted way to keep things engaging, right? So we have a set of few rapid fire questions, and we would love to ask them to you. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's do it. So when it comes to consuming content, do you prefer watching, reading, or listening?
Definitely reading and also watching, and I prefer to listen to music.
Okay. Now, you said reading as the first one, so I'm going to stick to that. What's the latest piece of content you've read? It could be a book, obviously, an article, anything like that you picked up. And were there any ideas or gems that really stuck with you in it?
The last piece of content I've read was like a story about a guy who traveled in Southeast Asia, and it was like a nice book I've read, but nothing I would recommend right now. But if you want to have like a recommendation, I would totally give you the one, and it was all about the Miracle Morning by, I think it was, his name is Hal Elrod.
Yes, that's correct.
And I've read that book a few years ago, and I did the Miracle Morning for 1.5 years. And when I read those stories on LinkedIn about guys or people getting up at 5:30 in the morning and like doing meditation and journaling and stuff like this, I was always thinking, come on, are they really doing it, or is this just a story you share? But yeah, so now I'm the same guy, and I can say it was definitely worth doing it, and it was something that changed me on a personal and also professional level. So I can definitely recommend that.
Better get on my journaling then. Sounds like. All right. If you had a magic wand, Martin, and you could fix one frustrating thing in your life with tech, what would it be?
That's super easy. That would definitely be the Meta Business Manager, because I spent hours and days within Ticket to the Moon, but also at other companies, fixing, the easiest things like we need access, we need to approve ads, or easiest stuff. And it always didn't work out the way we wanted to. So if I could fix something very quickly and easily, I would fix the Meta Business Manager.
Fair enough. I'm sure you're not alone in there. So
I heard from other people, yeah, they
yeah,
are struggling as well sometimes.
yeah. What's one repetitive task that you love to put on autopilot forever?
uh, Yeah, that's funny, because a few years ago I could think about so many different tasks, but nowadays life got so much easier. So right now I really can think of a task I'm doing regularly, which I would like to automate. So yeah, can't think of one, to be
That's a
honest.
good place to be. I
Yeah,
mean, nothing
it's
to be
perfect.
ashamed of.
Yeah.
Actually, that's great. That's really good. If you could go back and give your past self a quick pep talk over at the start of your journey,
Mm.
what kind of advice would you give yourself?
Yeah, probably the advice that if I am stuck in a position where I know I don't want to spend there more time, or I don't see myself in this position, don't don't hesitate and just move on. Don't wait until it gets better. Just change something. I've been in one or two positions, maybe a little bit too long. So looking back, I would change that. But other than that, I'm very happy and I'm very thankful for all the different possibilities I've got. So if you ever have the chance to do something different, if you have the possibility to look into a different task, I can definitely recommend to just go ahead and take a look and see. And, the worst part, which might have happened, is that you don't like it or that you don't feel that's the thing I want to do. But I'm definitely thankful for all the different experience I've had in my past.
Such a good perspective to have, I think, even if you think, about things like as a mistake, but then also that's what's allowed you to be at this point in life, which it sounds like you're happy with. So, maybe it was all for the best. So, but it sounds like having urgency, being able to move quickly from mistakes or situations that you don't like is what you would give yourself. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
makes
Yes.
sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense. All right, Martin, I want to thank you for being on the show with us today. Also, as we wrap things up, I want to give you the last word. If someone forgets everything about the interview today, Martin, what is the one thing that they should remember about the work you guys are doing at Take It to the Moon?
Um, Ticket to the Moon is for dreamers worldwide. If you have a dream and you need any support, reach out to us, and I'm sure our products help you to achieve this dream.
Amazing. And if they do want to do that, then how can they do it? Where can we send them?
They can always reach out to me via LinkedIn. They can reach out, send us a short email, or reach out on the web shop website. Whatever is fine. We are happy to hear from everyone and are excited for feedback always.
Amazing. Martin, thank you again. It was a great interview. I really enjoyed it. I hope our audience did too. And I hope yourself, of course, enjoyed it. With that said, I want to wish you a wonderful day, and then hopefully we get to do this again soon.
Yeah, me too. It was, very quick, and I could tell you a lot more. And it was, as I said, I was very happy to be here, Rick. I hope everyone enjoyed this podcast and can take something with them. And yeah, thanks a lot for having me. All the best.
Of course. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.